You are your own worst enemy. In wholesaling real estate, the only thing that is stopping you is yourself. What's up, guys? Zach Ginn here.
Rick Zach Ginn here.
And in today's video, we want to share something that a lot of people don't know too much to a point, but it's the honest truth. But you are your own worst enemy in wholesaling real estate, and the thing that is stopping you is yourself. And what we're going to show you today is how to unstop yourself from your success. Believe it or not, the thing that is stopping you from becoming successful, living the life of your dreams, getting all these deals, closing sellers, dealing with cash buyers, title companies, is basically yourself. And we're going to show you the biggest problems people have with themselves and why they can't get over certain plateaus in wholesaling to get their first deal, their first 100K or their first $1 million. And we're going to break it all down. But before we do it, do me a big favor and smash that like button and subscribe, and let's break it down. So I really feel like the number one issue a lot of people have in wholesaling real estate starting out is a lack of confidence. And honestly, a lack of confidence stems from one thing, which is no confidence, right? And confidence is really a belief you have in yourself to be successful in wholesaling, or your belief in yourself when you're saying an action or word, right? So a lot of people have problems with confidence talking with sellers. And the biggest issue here is you're just not having a belief in yourself that you can actually help a seller out. And this isn't the special script that you get from a guru or a special wholesaling cold calling script. It just comes back to believing in yourself and believing how you can actually help sellers out, right?
I agree. So the problem with confidence is a lot of people think, well, once I do my first deal, then that's going to give me the confidence to do the deal. And I'm here to tell you, if you take that mindset, you're going to struggle with your first deal because you're never going to feel like you're really going to get over the bridge and have the confidence to it. Now, I've been doing this 20 years. Some of the old school ways used to teach it is, you ever heard the slogan, fake it till you make it? That's actually some of the worst advice you can ever get. There's no faking it. You actually have to go through the journey. So number one, as we talked about, is belief. You have to have a strong belief. How do you get a belief? You get it just from me and Zach here alone. I've shown you a 20-year pattern. He's shown you over 5 years. So your belief should be strong. You know it works. And if you're fed up with what you're doing now, or you know the path you're taking is not working, then you have a belief. So wholesaling works. The key piece you have to add to that is the conviction. So anybody can start out with a belief, but the problem is the minute somebody attacks you, and it's not if, it's when, and it's going to be family, it's going to be friends, it's going to be some guy or gal on the internet, it's going to be the news. Everyone's going to come at you, and you have one or two choices. You can fold up that belief and just go, well, now I doubt the belief. Conviction means you will do anything to see it through no matter what happens. And once you have conviction, it means you're not going to waver on it, and you're going to get through either rough times and even the good times. So belief, add conviction to it is in confidence. And I'm here to tell you, you do have to have some faith in this journey. So everybody starts from zero. You've got to understand that. I started zero. Zach started zero. A lot of people watching this are at zero. Everybody at some point had to go from 0 to 1. Remember, at some point you had to go from crawling to walking, right?
Yep.
So your parents had the belief, and the main thing is they drove into you as conviction. What happens every time you fell down? Your parents kept just resetting you right back up, and eventually you keep redoing it and you do it on your own. So guys, confidence, that 0 to your first deal, it's there. You got to have the confidence in your belief, your conviction, and understanding you'll do anything to get through that first deal.
Exactly. So what's stopping you from that confidence and being successful is just not that belief in yourself that you can do it. And if you have a cash buyer partner, you should have no problem getting a real estate wholesaling deal. And that's the biggest problem. The next part that stops people, which is completely themselves, they're the worst enemy, is not having a schedule or a budget in real estate wholesaling. So a lot of people struggle in their marketing, and most problems in wholesaling real estate, especially beginner getting their first deal, third deal, fourth deal, even scaling up, their biggest issue is marketing. It all stems down to marketing. And most people have the problems in marketing because they don't have a time budget and a money budget. Actually, let me rephrase this. They have time budgets and money budgets, but they don't have a consistent action plan when they do it. So what I mean is they'll say, I'm going to pull the probates every single month and cold call that list.
Mm-hmm.
They have the time budget. They have the money budget. They've dedicated 2 hours a day to it, and they have it all. It looks really, really cool. Looks really, really awesome. The problem is they create that schedule, but they don't stick to it. And that causes a lot of issues, and it really stems to them not being successful. So remember, guys, create a time budget and a money budget, and you will do very successful. And the next lesson here is the only thing stopping you from your success is yourself. If you do not believe in yourself that you're going to do well, you're not going to be successful. This brings us back to the confidence thing with your belief in yourself, but it is the honest truth. Most people, they get caught up, like one thing is like never stop marketing, right? Mm-hmm. Most people, they get a real estate wholesaling deal and they just focus on finding the cash buyer, right? And that's all they do. Try to get the cash buyer. They stop marketing and they're like, dang, it must be this, and this, why I'm not successful right now, or why I'm having a lag. It's the market. You know what? It's the real estate market why I'm not being successful. No, you just stop marketing. At the end of the point is, if you follow the lessons that we teach, you're going to be successful, right?
Yeah. So when we talk about marketing, so you all know you need to come up with a marketing schedule. Most people do it, and you come up with a budget. That's actually the easy part. The hard part is the execution.
Yeah.
And that's really the challenge. And you've got to find a way to make sure you execute it. And I would just make sure you have a task weekly to make sure it's done and you check it off, because listen, you're probably doing the solo. Like the reality, how I started out, how Zach started out is, dude, nobody wants to let yourself down. So you have to be accountable to yourself, because you can't lie to yourself at the end of the day. On the other one, we talk about you or the person that's stopping to you. You have to understand the person you talk to the most is yourself. Why? You talk about it up in here.
Yeah.
I forgot they said a study of how many thoughts go through a head per day. So if we say probably 15% or 20% of your thoughts are about wholesaling during a day, how many times you sit there and shoot holes in your own plan? And the thing is, it's not even your competitor. It's not your brother, your sister, or your partner. It's you. Most of the times you guys plan for the worst, and 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen. So you're preparing for something that's not even going to happen.
Yeah.
You have to be proactive. You have to have positive conversations with yourself and stop looking at everything that can go wrong. And why don't you look at everything go right? For example, somebody gets started wholesaling. A lot of people come, oh, what if this doesn't work? What if that? Yeah, but what if it does work?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of life can you lead? So start having conversations with yourself that actually help you, and resort back to the facts on hand instead of like the drama or the fear that drives you.
It's the best thing ever. And you just got to focus on yourself. And the last part, which a lot of people love blaming this. First of all, they love blaming the real estate market or the script or whatever. It's really themselves and their confidence, the way they deliver it. But here's another thing. It's your competition is never the problem. I feel everyone really thinks the competition is their biggest issue, why they didn't get a deal. But the truth is, if you focused on yourself and focused on the seller, the competition doesn't even matter. Like when we go on a real estate wholesaling appointment and our team does, we don't even care. Like someone mentioned, oh, I'm also talking with ABC home buyers. Great. Okay, cool. We don't care, because we're so focused on just helping a seller out. The biggest companies of all time, you look at Apple, Google, Microsoft, right? They don't care what their competition, like Tesla, for example, right? They don't care about their competition. They just care about having a superior product for their sellers. And that's all. Amazon's like this too. They don't care. They're just here to help the people out and provide the best service possible and care the most. They don't care what anyone else does. Like at the end of the day, talking bad about your competition is never going to do well for you.
No.
You just have to focus on helping the seller out. It is never the competition. It's usually you not trying to help the seller out. And if you generally don't believe you can help a seller, you're not going to do well. And this brings us back to the confidence thing, right?
The reality on your competition, like when I started out, we didn't have social media, so I only knew of like a few competitors that my sellers would tell me. It was never a big deal. I think a lot of times people looking on social media, you look at all these competitors. Guys, it doesn't matter what your competitor is, what you do. If you lead and you take care of your customers and stuff, your competition's going to have to try to step up to your level. By you comparing yourself to the competition, you're typically going to lower your standards. So just lead the way, take care of your customers, and stop worrying about competitors, especially ones who are going to brag about how great they're doing. You have no idea what's going on. I promise you they have struggles. You don't even know about it. You got to focus on you, because if you do, it's going to be a time suck on your energy, and you're devoting 20% of your time when you could put it towards that execution piece on your marketing.
I 100% agree. And this brings us back to the point. Like, I look at all these crazy posts we get in our group, and like really bad ones complaining. And like, one of them's like, there's no cash buyers in Houston. And I'm like, Houston is like the fourth or fifth largest city in the entire country. There's plenty of people looking to buy property in Houston. I had one person who had the audacity to tell me there is no cash buyers in Los Angeles. Someone posted that. I'm like, what do you mean by that? Guys, at the end of the point, I had someone post there's no cash buyers in San Diego, or cash buyers are hard. Guys, it is never the market usually. Now, if you have a population of like 1,000 people, then sure. But a lot of you guys are just putting this mental roadblock on yourself. I know some people that say, oh, I'm 16 years old, I can't wholesale. You can have a legal guardian help you with the contract there. Like, I have all the stuff at freewholesaling.com. I have people saying my market sucks, and they're in like a really good real estate wholesaling market. Sometimes you just got to take a look at yourself and say, am I trying to put an excuse here just to stop myself from doing it, just to make myself feel better? Or is this a legitimate roadblock or hurdle? The one thing you got to ask yourself is, other wholesalers in my market doing well? The answer is yes. It's not you. It's not the market. It's you. Just stop. I've had someone saying, oh, is the YouTube channel, Zach's YouTube channel, this group is just not enough for me. I need one-on-one mentorship that's free. I need calls every single day to learn how to cold call. Guys, at the end of the point, if you just watch the videos and take the action and just commit, you're going to do well. Don't blame other people. Be accountable for yourself. Eliminate the excuses, and you'll have more success than possible in wholesaling real estate. So, guys, this is Zach Ginn signing out.
Rick Ginn signing out.
Guys, you are your own worst enemy, but you're also your biggest cheerleader, and you are the biggest source of your own success. Use that power wisely. The power of yourself and your belief in your head, the power of your mind right now, can be your greatest weapon against yourself or the greatest help. You have to choose that for yourself. So, guys, smash the like button and subscribe. Go to freewholesaling.com, and we'll see you soon.
See you guys.